Hello class 9th. Hope you all are good. Now students, today in this video I'm going to continue the same chapter, that is your chapter number 2, chemical changes and chemical reactions in chemistry. In previous video we had already discussed about what is chemical reaction, right, and how it represents, and the characteristics of what chemical reactions. As you have already learned that in some chemical reactions the gas is evolved, in some and in other chemical reactions the color is changed. There are some chemical reactions in which heat is evolved, and there are some chemical reactions where precipitate form, right? So now this much you have learned. Now today in this video I'm going to explain different types of chemical reactions. What I'm going to explain? Types of chemical reactions. Actually there are main 4 types of chemical reactions are there. So let's start the chapter, what chemical changes and chemical reactions. But before starting this chapter, students, I want to tell you something, that the assignment which you send, some of your answers were wrong. So watch this video till end, as in the end I'm going to explain you what the answers of question number 1 to 8, right? And just check your answers and then send them again, right? Let's start the chapter. Okay, now types of chemical reactions. First is your, actually there are main 4 types of chemical reactions are there. First is your direct combination reaction, which is also known as synthesis reaction. Second is your decomposition reaction. Third is your displacement reaction, and which is also known as substitution reaction. And fourth one is your double decomposition reaction. Okay, now let's discuss first direct combination reaction. Okay, now first is what direct combination reaction. Now what is direct combination reaction? A chemical reaction in which 2 or more elements or compounds react to form a new compound is known as direct combination reaction. For example, is A is your one reactant, react with another reactant is your B. Now when these 2 reactants they combine, they form a new product, and what it is called AB. And this reaction is called what? Direct combination reaction. Means where 2 elements, or they may be 2 what? Compounds, they react together and they form a new compound. Understood? Now let's take some examples. Hydrogen when react with oxygen, it form water. Hydrogen is one element, oxygen is another element. Both they combine, they give a compound that is called what? Water. Now another is your C, carbon. When react with oxygen, it gives you what? Carbon dioxide. All what these are what? Element, right? Now phosphorus when react with oxygen, it gives you phosphorus pentaoxide. Next is your when sodium react with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide. Calcium when react with oxygen, it forms what? Calcium oxide. Magnesium when react with oxygen, it gives you magnesium oxide. In all these reactions, 2 elements they combine and they give what? A new compound. Right? Now just look at this example. Here sulfur dioxide, it is a compound, and water is also compound. So 2 compounds they react and they give a new compound. So these 2 compounds, that is sulfur dioxide and water, they form sulfurous acid. Which acid? Sulfurous acid, and it is a new compound. Here in the same way, here sulfur trioxide when react with water, it forms sulfuric acid. Here is also what? Both are two compounds. They both react together and give a new compound, that is your sulfuric acid. Understood? Okay, now next the question is, why a direct combination reaction is called a synthesis reaction? The answer is, when actually two or more substances react together to combine and form a new product, which is a compound with new properties, they synthesize to form a new substance. Hence, it is called a synthesis reaction. Actually, in direct combination reaction, mein what's happen? They synthesize, the two substances, they react together, right? And they synthesize a new substance. That is why direct combination reactions are also called what? Synthesis reaction, right? Now, other examples of synthesis reaction or direct combination reactions are your, look at here, carbon dioxide when react with water, it gives you carbonic acid. When phosphorus pentoxide when react with water, it forms what? Phosphoric acid. So here what's happened? Both are compounds. They combine together and synthesize a new product or compound, that is your, here in first case sulfur, it is, what is it? Carbonic acid, and here phosphoric acid. Now come to here, this is what? Sodium oxide and water when react, they give sodium hydroxide. Same way when magnesium oxide react with water, it gives magnesium hydroxide, right? And here also two compounds, they react together and they give a new compound. But there are some reactions in which what's happened? One is compound, another is element. One is compound and other is element. They combine together and to form a new compound. For example, nitric oxide is a compound. When react with oxygen, it gives you what? Nitrogen dioxide, which is another new compound. Same way, carbon monoxide, which is a compound, react with the element oxygen and gives you what? Carbon dioxide. Now next is your what? Sulfur dioxide, where is a compound when react with the element oxygen and gives you another new compound, that is your sulfur trioxide. So these all are the examples of direct combination reactions or synthesis reactions. Now next type of chemical reaction is your decomposition reaction. What is decomposition reaction? A chemical reaction in which a chemical compound decomposes into two or more simpler substances. What is it? A chemical reaction in which a chemical compound decomposes into two or more simpler substances. There are two types of decomposition reactions are there. First is your thermal decomposition and second is your photochemical decomposition. Means thermal decomposition reaction is proceed by the using heat, and photochemical decomposition is proceed with the by using light, right? Let's take example. Suppose AB is a reactant, right? And on heating, it decomposes into A and B, two new substances. Then the reaction is called decomposition reaction. So what is decomposition reaction? A reaction in which a chemical compound decompose into two or more simpler substances, and it may be proceed either by heating the substance or by using light. Understood? Let's take some examples of decomposition reaction. Now just look at here, mercury oxide HgO on heating gives you mercury an element and oxygen another element. Means one compound decompose on heating and give two elements or two new substance. So next is your what? Potassium nitrate is a compound. On heating gives you potassium nitrite, another new compound, and oxygen element. Means when a compound decompose, it can decompose into two new elements, okay, or it can decompose into and give a new compound or an element, right? Now next is your what? Calcium carbonate is a compound. On heating give calcium oxide, a new compound, and another new compound, that is your carbon dioxide. So you can say on what? In decomposition reaction, a compound on decomposition, when it decompose, when it break down or by heating, it can give either two elements or one compound and another element, or what? Two new compounds. Understood? Now just look at here. In all these examples, we are using here what? Triangle above the arrow. Why we are using this triangle? Actually, this triangle is showing that we are heating the substance. Actually, this triangle is for heat, right? So here actually this is these all are decomposition reactions. But what type of decomposition reactions? These are thermal decomposition reaction, because we are heating the substance and then we are getting what? New substances, right? Now another one is your photochemical decomposition. What do you mean by photochemical decomposition? It is a decomposition reaction which occurs in presence of light. And what's the, just look at here, this silver chloride, when it comes in contact with light, then it decomposes into silver and chlorine. The same way when hydrogen peroxide, when it comes in contact with light, it decomposes into water and oxygen. That is why silver salts, but they are not kept in a transparent bottle. Why? Because when they are kept in a transparent bottle, they are what? Decompose. When they come in contact with light, they may decompose into what? Silver and chlorine or other substance. That is why silver salts are always but stored in a dark colored bottle. Understood? Now this is answer number 1. This is your answer number 1, these 4 lines, right? Then given this is this reaction you will give in answer number 2, right? These 2 equations you will give in answer number 3, and you will mention the colors also, these colors also, what color changes occurs, right? Here these 2 equations you will give in answer number 4, and you will mention the name of the gas also in both the cases, right? Now then in question number 6, these 2 reactions you will give in question number 6, and you will also mention the first one is your exothermic and second one is your endothermic reaction. Here the first equation, sulfur plus oxygen gives you sulfur dioxide, is an answer of question number 8A. This one is your sodium plus oxygen is an answer of gives you sodium oxide, is an answer of what? 8B, right? And answer of 8C is your carbon dioxide plus water gives you weak acid, carbonic acid. So this is your answer number 8C. Now come to question number 9. Question number 9, A part may write in A part you will write this equation, right? In B1 you will give this equation, and in C1 you will give this equation. Aluminium plus chlorine gives you aluminium chloride, because aluminium is a trivalent matter and chlorine is a colored gas, right? Okay, thank you, children.